Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Chris. I'm known as Seeing Downing on the forums at Ben Heck, and just decided that it was time to kind of show everybody the little operation that I've got running here and how the progress is coming on my first ever portable, and certainly is a lot of fun. But this is basically the case, the back side of it and the front side upside down where the controller is going to go. Kind of looks like lopsided, but in order to get my whole hands to fit in there, I had to actually put it that way so I could reach the back buttons. Same deal with the front, and these are obviously a little bit lopsided so you could reach them. I tried putting them in these holes originally, but this particular controller has this big massive block for a control stick, which really just got in the way of anything I wanted to do on that side of the board. So I had to scratch that idea and put them on top side instead of the bottom, which really isn't too bad because it's just about the same height as the cartridge cover. And that's where that's going to go, and the game is obviously, I just slide in down there through the back of it and be good to go. This case I actually did from scratch using a couple of wooden templates that I cut out over at my dad's wood shop. Simple, basic design, looked like it fit. Same deal with, that was a back piece I just showed you. And I did it using my homemade vacuum former. This went through many revisions. One, the original one used to be a straight up model. You put the plate in through the top and it would heat up with a heat gun, and it was just an absolute disaster. You never actually want to try that with a heat gun, it just won't work. So I managed to find a electric oven in a scrapyard one day. I took the broil element out and just simply put some 14 gauge house wire and a hook up to it, and once you plug it in, it goes hot, and now the heat actually rises from the box instead of it coming down, which really has made this whole thing a lot more effective. And this is the frame that it gets sandwiched in between, what the plastic gets sandwiched in between with. Pretty basic design, but it works pretty well. And same deal with some weather stripping around the edge just to really give it a nice seal for when the vacuum turns on. So that's basically that. I ran into a little snag today. I finally started getting the power wired up, and I got this battery off of Battery Space. It's a come on, focus. It's a 7.4 volt, and it basically is the same as those other 3.7 volt batteries that Hale uses and everybody else, but this has the printed circuit board and a poly switch built right into it, so you don't have to actually worry about that issue of the battery exploding. But because I didn't get the charger with it, which I should have, I got everything all wired up, and up until about this point here with the Texas Instruments chip, it just wouldn't push power through that afterwards. So I've gotten a couple of suggestions on using the PlayStation power supply because it's regulated, but I actually don't have one, and I don't know how to work with diodes or anything like that yet, nor do I have them, so just gonna wait. It's on order. And my card slot relocation, I just used ribbon cable, and that actually, this is the third time I did the card slot, so I hope I didn't short anything out in there, but it was a hell of a lot easier. And I would have done it first off, but I didn't have a tool to strip it because that's 28 gauge stranded wire. But when this little thing came on board, 25 bucks or so with shipping, it's got the little adjustable dial on the end of it there for the wire sizes, and you can push that back how far you want to go with it. And all you do is just squeeze, twist, pull, and it's done. So That's my workshop. It's starting to come along. Got that drill press for Christmas, which was really sweet. That's helped out a lot. And my bin set up. I actually just got this tool drawer, and I keep my cutting tools, measuring tools, my adhesive sandpaper drawer, flex filler, and stuff like that, and my version of ABS cement. Seems to do the job. Varied sandpapers, and yada yada. So that's basically it. It's a tour of my little facility here, and it's always growing. And once I get things finished off a little bit more with this project, I'll do a final finished update. But for now, I'll see you guys on the forums. Bye.